We had a little issue. We were gonna do a 3-on-3. We were gonna do the three people of the winning team, but there was an issue with Andrews. It wouldn't let him in. It claimed he didn't have the maps when I know he did because I've actually played him here one-on-one almost like not too long after the maps came out. But for some reason it claimed he didn't have the maps, so we had to go get the maps again, and it took too long. So we took the #1 person on the losing team and put him in the match. So sorry, Andrew, you did good. You made the winning team. You made the finals, but you got screwed over by a technical difficulty. So I feel sorry for Andrew there, but he'll be in. I'm sure he'll be in the next tournament. He can make a comeback there. Right now, I'm following a little rule I like to do. I follow one guy. When he dies, I'll follow the guy that killed him. It seems to work really well because you're almost always in the action. And for some reason, at the beginning, I pretty much catch the first bunch of kills. Like, as you can see, I don't believe there's a kill I haven't caught yet. So it actually is working really, really well.
Enemy UAV spotted.
When people start going into buildings is when it gets a little tough for me. I believe I lost him. Yeah, I lost him. I couldn't find anybody. So as soon as I seen somebody, I just waited and seen if I can find anybody else. Wait for the first kill, and I follow. Honestly, I didn't know who killed who. I'm a little lost here. I'm still waiting to find somebody. This was actually a pretty fun match because there was only 3 people, and these 3 people, I believe these 3 people, even though they're not all from the winning team, I believe these were the 3 people that did the best in that death match, and not just the winning team. So this is actually a pretty good match, and anything can happen. You'll actually see the scores can change a lot in 2 minutes of the game or a minute of the game. You'll see when I start showing the scoreboard that the scores generally are going up even, then all of a sudden they can change. So I'm not going to tell you who wins, but you'll find out, and it's a nice match. It's very nice. Now you can see I'm talking here. I'm not really trying to give away any positions or anything. What I'm doing is every once in a while when I don't know who I'm following, I'll just say I'm following the person with, like, for example, he's got what looks like a AA-12 on his back. So I'll say I'm following the person with the AA-12, or I'm following the person with whatever is on their back. Because generally they know what the other ones have, considering it's only 3 of them. They can learn each other's classes if they've been killed by each of them. Tournaments every 2 weeks. If you actually watch the previous video, I name a whole bunch of dates in a row that the tournament's going to be in. I just named one after another after another. I went all the way up to like December or something before I just said, you get the point. But every 2 weeks I have a tournament. Every 2 weeks, Red Flames has a tournament, I believe. I believe that's what he's going to do. It'll be on the weeks that I don't have mine. They're always on Saturdays. I think I'm going to have mine at 2 o'clock. It just seems like a decent time. I'm also going to check if 2 o'clock doesn't seem to work for people in the next tournament. I might change it. I could make it anything from noon. I could make it 4 o'clock. I could make it 10 o'clock at night, just because a lot of people seem to like getting on at night. I don't know. As of now, it's going to be 2 o'clock. And the next one will actually be held at 2 o'clock regardless. But I don't know when the one after will be held. Personally, I wish I could have a little computer I could just open up and missiles be coming down and people be exploding and stuff, but it doesn't happen like that in real life. At least not when running through a trailer park. Yeah, I believe right here I was saying I was following the person with the stinger. I don't know why he's using a stinger. It was probably just on the class he wanted to use. It doesn't seem really very worth it considering it's a free-for-all. Everybody's pretty much is almost guaranteed to have something small equipped because it's a free-for-all and these are all decent players. They generally know that since everybody in here is a decent player, they're unlikely to get pave lows, so they lower their kill streaks to compensate for that. Most players you'll see, they'll get greedy and they'll say, even if they're bad, they'll just equip nuke just because they want to get it. But it's not worth it. You're not gonna get a nuke if you're playing against people that are the same skill or better than you. You're only gonna get them if you play them and they're worse than you. Now me myself, I got my nuke here on Trailer Park, or not my first nuke, not my, I don't know, somewhere like 4th or 5th. I don't even ever try to get nukes because I always die by either something random such as a noob tube, claymore, shotgun campers, a knife guy, just like that.
Enemy care package incoming.
A predator that's not even going after me because I'll have cold-blooded on or something. A whole bunch of stuff like that will kill me. There's too much to always go for a nuke. So I decided I'm pleased with 5, 6, 7 kill streaks. Sometimes I'll use a 5, 6, 8 or a 4, 5, 6, or half the time when I'm playing with the clan or the group of people, I'll play a 3, 4, 5 with hardline just because we could use the UAVs. Never hurts to have enough UAVs. Now you can see they're actually doing a care package idea here. It's a how do I explain it? You throw a care package and you just let people go after it. Don't even grab it. If you let someone go after it, and when they go to get it, you just kill them. It's easy kills every time. They're going to keep going after it because if they don't know what it is, they're going to pray it's something like an AC-130 or a chopper gunner, and they're just going to keep going after it over and over. And since it's your care package, if it's something decent, you can just pick it up at any time. If it's something bad, lure them to it and don't even worry about picking it up. This is actually a good match. I wish I could. There we go. There's the scoreboard. You see we got 18-11, 11-12, 9-15. Very good match. The scores do not look very even right now because if you look at it, they look a little lopsided. But you got to also remember, I'm going to say this now because you're going to see a change in the scoreboard. No matter how bad you're losing by, unless... Now, if you're losing by, like, say, Capture the Flag, and you're losing by a match that I'm actually going to upload soon, we did 27-0, and you're losing by that, and you're not going to win. But if you're losing by something like 10 kills in a deathmatch, or sometimes even 15 kills out of 75, if you have a team, or if you play alone good enough, then there's no doubt you can make a comeback. So there's only a little over a minute left. And you'll see that no matter how good you are, the tables can be turned depending on how good the other people play.
Time's almost up.
Now that was very unlucky right there. That's all I can say to that. You can see the scoreboards are being more even now. They're evening out. And it's weird. It just so happened that these people who actually I don't know if they all know each other in person or not, but two of them are in the same clan, and one that's in that clan and one that's not in that clan is in a team with me. So it ended up being the three final players ended up being people that actually knew each other and could actually play decent. Now you'll look, like I said, scoreboard it evens out quick. Now I might cut off a few seconds at the beginning or end. I haven't decided that yet, so if my voice just cuts off or just starts out random at the beginning, that's why.